teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the...
Grabs it up the 25 in stride. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to pass, it's Pryor. Got his man in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that one. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He'll take it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Just keeps swinging it. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Oh, better look out. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's got it on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to run it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Floats it out in space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The snap sets up to throw. Intercepted! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Pryor. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should...
Fires toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Finds the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow them down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play action, because they did not bite on the play action faking.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Finds his big tight end. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Power football with the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think
He's got it. First down and more. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Pryor. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to throw again. Might be looking to run. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and
breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. You make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. Delivers the stiff arm. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it, and they go back on top.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Looking for a crease. It's Cooks. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Yeah, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the point after and the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Hook'em is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Makes the grab.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Pryor. It's complete. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and is picked off.
Yeah, when you think about man-to-man, you don't always think about free safeties. You know, you think about corners, you think about guys on the outside, but a really good job being able to play his man, find the football, create the interception.
Going over the top, and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
So now it's second and long. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's York. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Pryor. He's got his man, makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this...
A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Texas! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Pryor. Quarterback extends the play. Punch it out of the air.
Hey, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in the groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
I just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Kane. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to throw. It's Pryor. It's caught. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. For a pick the last time they had it, they'll try to be more productive this time around. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Kane. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Pryor. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this will be for the win. Absolutely perfect. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical